President, and to the moderator. My name is Pizzuti. I'm a lifelong Lyndhurst resident. I have 3 children in the district at Roosevelt School, 8th grade, 7th grade, and 6th grade. I have been active in the community as far as coaching. I've been the Little League Vice President. I've coached Little League teams. I've coached girls basketball as well as boys basketball. Professionally, I'm a Lyndhurst police officer. I've been employed by the department for 20 years. Currently, I'm a sergeant in the Detective Bureau. I had the opportunity to spend 7 years with the Drug Enforcement Administration in Newark from 2010 to 2016 and a half. Upon my return to the department, I was tasked, or I took up the task of dealing with the heroin problem that we were all facing, the addiction problem. What I did was I retooled how we were dealing with our arrestees, and I reached out for our county resources. I reached out for rehab centers, and because of that reason, we were tapped by then Prosecutor Graywall to pilot a program called the HEART program. And basically, in a nutshell, the HEART program is if you are arrested and you need addiction help, you come into our department and we get it. And I've been running that ever since. I'm running that still to this day, and it's been very successful. Another aspect of that that was needed was education in our school system and education in our community on addiction. We were lacking that. So what I did was I started our municipal alliance in town. I wrote a grant that awarded us $12,000, which we were able to spend on education programs in the school system. So what I did was after that I sat down with administrators, our guidance counselors, our school principals, and we developed a program or programs that would best suit the needs of their students. They handled the programs, and they've been very sustainable, and they've been very successful. We're in year 2 of our municipal alliance. I'm currently rewriting the grant. Hopefully we're awarded another $12,000 where I can then sit down with the school district and pick some programs that are going to benefit the kids and the community. As far as personal, I started a coat drive. I like to give back to the community. I started a coat drive in 2009, which we are still doing. We donate coats to inner city youths, and what I did was I retooled that, and I met with our guidance counselors in town to see if there was a need for warm winter coats in town. They supply me with a list every year, and I fill that through our department as well as the town employees. In addition to that, we do a backpack drive or a coat drive, which I facilitate. It's the same concept. I give the backpacks as well as the school supplies to the guidance counselors, and they disperse them as needed. This being October, I started the Pink Patch Project, which honors breast cancer awareness. Brings our guys will wear the department patch, which I've redesigned in pink, and for the entire month. In addition, I sell T-shirts and patches, which all proceeds are donated to the John Brewer Cancer Center. I just want to stress, as a school board member, I think it's important that we all work collaboratively with the community, with the administration, and we need complete transparency because we need to build the trust back, and we need to get things rolling in the right direction. I thank you all for coming out again.
Hello everyone, thank you for coming out tonight. My name is Vinnie Tunnero, and I am a husband, a father, coach, and a resident of our great town of Lyndhurst. I have two daughters, Valentina, who is 9 years old and a fourth grader at Jefferson, and Vincenza, who is 5 years old and currently a kindergartner at Columbus. I'm not originally from this town, but I happened to fall in love with a beautiful little redhead and consequently ended up falling in love with the town. My family is my heart, my soul, and my world, and they are the reason why I am a candidate for the Board of Ed. Growing up, my parents moved me out of Newark because they wanted me to grow up in a better place than they did. Well, I made the choice to raise my children here, so as my parents did before me, I want to make sure that my children grow up in a better place than I did as well. I am a mortgage broker with a background in communication, and like all of you, I want the best for my children. I want the best community, the best environment, the best education, and I am willing to ensure that the dedicated and hard work our teachers have put into getting our school rating brought up and our test scores on the rise continue. I am running to make sure that the referendum that so many of us came out and supported just a few short years ago actually comes to fruition. Since announcing my candidacy, I have met with numerous teachers and about 4 principals just to get their perspectives because they are the ones that are in the trenches and we need to give them our support. I am running to make sure that there is an open line of communication between our parents, teachers, principals, the PTA, and the Board of Education, so we can ensure that every resident in the township of Lyndhurst has a school system that they can be proud of. I want to thank my fellow candidates and thank all of you all for coming out tonight and showing your attendance. What you all do is show the conviction that this community has and the drive to make Lyndhurst the township that we all know it could be. Thank you so much.
My name is Stephen Vendola, and this is my chair for 9 to 10 years on the Board of Education. And I'm going to save the introductions about who I am, my family, to the end. I want to use the 5 minutes to the best of my ability. I see out in the audience Ellen Young, Jenny Alonji, it's Sheri Jarvis, Barnaskas. These are people that I serve with on the board. And I really had no intent of running for the board. It's just through meeting people in town and asking to come back. There's going to be a void with 2 people leaving the board, and it's a big commitment coming back here. So I made the commitment, maybe against my family's wishes, what I'm getting myself involved in. But my 9 years on the board, working with these people on the board, these are some of our accomplishments. Myself, I served as board president for 1 year. I served as vice president for a year. One of the big things in town was the board office was down in the Meadows. We worked to centralize it, bring it up to the high school field in a shared service agreement. One of the biggest problems with the board when I got on it, they privatized the custodial services and maintenance services. We worked to bring that back to the township of Lyndhurst. It might have been to my disadvantage, but we moved the elections to November instead of April. We saved $40,000 by doing that. And there's no way the school budget can be defeated as long as you have the election in November. I was the first class dad for my daughter's 2nd grade class. Some of the things that I accomplished with the Board of Education, I did nothing of this on my own. I implemented with the board a full-time pre-K program. We had part-time nurses in the school. We made sure that we had full-time nurses in all the schools. We implemented a pre-K program. Like it or not, we implemented the uniform policy. We created an anti-bullying policy. We created a nut-free policy. We overhauled the gifted and talented program because so many kids were left out of it, to include so many more children. The board meetings were antiquated. You had to come here and get agendas. We put everything online. Agendas, policies, all our business was online. One of the big things we started was the iPad initiative with the high school. Each kid in the high school got an iPad to work with. We increased the budget for the grammar schools to offer middle school play. We added computer labs and increased the device ratio. We put more computers in the hands of students. We offered new science and math labs at the high school. The band was having nothing but problems with no money to do anything. Myself, Alan, And another board member, we met with the mayor of town. We got a $20,000 grant for the band. And with that $20,000 grant, we repaired equipment, new instruments, we repaired and cleaned band uniforms. With all the security issues, we upgraded the doors into all of the schools. We upgraded the security system, the buzzer system. We created the third grade memorial campus. We started the Jefferson School Annex in partnership with the South Urban Jointure in order to reduce special education classes. We started the Lighthouse campus. We also acted as a pre-K3, pre-K4 building. We improved communication across all platforms by upgrading a website which we integrated Twitter. We came up with the reverse 911 system. We created an office for the student resource officer. We worked with the PTA to put air conditioning in all the schools. We made improvements to the Jefferson School Gymnasium, lighted the field, smart boards, interactive projectors. Increased the number of advanced placement courses in high school. We started a sign language program. We started the National Junior Honor Society. Started PSA testing for all sophomores. We created an SAT boot camp. We started the summer day camp program here instead of the kids hanging out in the park. We brought SAT back. You weren't allowed to take SAT in the high school. You had to go out of district to take it. And in my 10 years, I made every single meeting. I supported everything that this Board of Education did, supported the children. I made all the music, recitals, retirements, plays, fundraisers, award ceremonies, and graduations. My goal is to put this school district in the top 100 in the state of New Jersey. Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to take a short break while questions are collected. If you have written a question, please give them to a PTA representative who will be going around collecting.